This is the daily horoscope for March 13th, 2026. Aries steps in with direct momentum and clear intent. This is a great time to take advantage of a little solitude to pursue some cherished goals, Aries. Your concentration and imagination are operating at a very high level, and you're completely finished. Love and relationships. Partner's mood today, with the current planetary alignment, and you too are not averse to openly expressing your sentiments. Career and work. Someone is challenging your ideas in a very aggressive manner. This person is saying that your ideas are more based in fantasy than in reality. Money and finances. The aspects now are kind of like trying to shove a lit stick of dynamite into a tiny box. It's positive and capable of driving you forward to your goals, but it has to be handled with care since there's so much power involved. Health and energy. The structure in which to play and work was all organized for you in kindergarten. This is not to belittle any feelings you out of control. It is to remind you of the importance of structure. What to avoid today? Don't let temporary snags get in your way. Best move today. This is a great time to take advantage of a little solitude to pursue some cherished goals. Aries. Mood and mindset. This is a great time to take advantage of a little solitude to pursue some cherished goals. Aries. Taurus moves steadily and turns patience into progress. Be careful of gossiping too much with your friends and colleagues, Taurus. It's fun to laugh and exchange stories, but remind yourself of the fact that the truth in a story is diminished and changed each time it's repeated. Love and relationships. The position of the planets today makes you very aware of just how much real passion there is in your current relationship. If you have been going through a slightly dry patch or have been too busy to really spend much time together, then you can both make up for this deficit today. Career and work. You will experience a major breakthrough in which you feel much more stable about where you are. From this point of security, you will feel more comfortable taking leaps to the next level. Money and finances. Now you have is more than you're willing or able to do, or that your home isn't as conducive to being productive as you'd hoped. Ask the noisy neighbors to keep it down and try to focus on one task at a time. Health and energy. You sometimes get stuck in your rut. All that focus on waiting for the right time can bring you to a place of inertia. What to avoid today? Be careful of gossiping too much with your friends and colleagues, Taurus. Best move today. If you plan an intimate evening, you will certainly realize how special your partner, current or prospective ship is. Mood and mindset. Be careful of gossiping too much with your friends and colleagues, Taurus. Gemini opens the day with quick insight and flexible focus. Don't be surprised if you don't spend too much time at home today. All signs indicate that you're more likely to be out and about, shopping, visiting, and maybe attending a special dinner or concert. Love and relationships. If you are going out to a party or other function this evening, then just be aware that you could find yourself involved in a very passionate affair. Today's positive aspects mean that love will be pursuing you quite strongly. Career and work. The burst of high energy that you have had for the past few days is fizzling out. Accept this and realize that it is for the best. Money and finances. With the universe focusing on your writing, speaking, and messaging, your focus now is on communication. Keeping it simple just won't do, so get ready for a storm of calls, emails, and texts. Health and energy. Elvis Presley died of heart failure. Got your attention? What to avoid today? Don't be surprised if you don't spend too much time at home today. Best move today. With the universe focusing on your writing, speaking, and messaging, your focus now is on communication. Mood and mindset. Don't be surprised if you don't spend too much time at home today. Cancer leads with intuition and practical emotional clarity. You know that you have a very fertile imagination, Cancer, and today's aspects highlight this special quality. You might wish to channel your thoughts into an artistic endeavor, like writing or painting. Love and relationships. Today's position of the planets creates an opportunity to find out just how much a certain person really feels about you. Whereas they about expressing their true sentiments, they will seem to gain extra courage today, and so feel quite positive about what they can achieve. Career and work. You have reached an important plateau, and it is clear that there is another large climb ahead. The good news is that you have a great deal of self-confidence, especially during the afternoon, with which to conquer this new goal, money and finances. For you, this period is about the positive effects on your house of money and values. The universe brings communication about a new opportunity to earn more cash in the short term while making a longer-lasting transformation to the way you save, spend, and view money in your life. Health and energy. If you find yourself giving in to other people too much because you feel they depend on you, it's time to give yourself the attention you deserve and stop distracting yourself through filling the needs of others. Ground yourself with deep breathing exercises. What to avoid today? Be careful about letting your imagination run away with you when making judgments about people. Best move today. Take it easy if it's been a while, but definitely try to get back into caring for yourself. First, mood and mindset. You know that you have a very fertile imagination, Cancer, and today's aspects highlight this special quality. Leo enters with confident drive and a strong sense of direction. Yikes. What an emotional day, Leo. Love and relationships. There is certainly no holding back someone today, especially if they intend to let you in on the secret of how they feel about you. The planetary alignment today creates a space for ardent feelings to be expressed, career and work. Although today you should try to be. You will be much more productive in the early hours since these are the times during which the astrological atmosphere is more favorable for you. Money and finances. You're all about power now. The universe gives you the ability to communicate your ideas clearly and with authority while giving you the power to transform any situation into something more beneficial to your bottom line. Be on the lookout for these little opportunities that less attentive sorts are sure to miss. Health and energy. Give yourself some breathing room in order to fully know what your body needs at this time. By breathing room, I mean aerobic exercise. What to avoid today. Do your best to personally steer clear of any of it, and try to avoid being drawn into any arguments. Best move today. Do your best to personally steer clear of any of it, and try to avoid being drawn into any arguments. Mood and mindset. Yikes. Virgo starts with precision, calm focus, and useful perspective. Emotions will run high with today's planetary energies, Virgo. But this is no reason to run away and hide. Love and relationships. The position of the planets today encourages you to be more expressive where your feelings are concerned. If you do have to start off the conversation on a controversial note, this is the best time to do so. Career and work. Don't let the aggressive attitude of the morning get you down for the rest of the day. Don't take people too seriously. Money and finances. A supportive aspect affects your house of karma, past lives, and institutions now. That means your efforts to earn more money are best spent at respected places and businesses. Health and energy. While many find you to be hot's cold, this is not totally accurate. You are actually highly consistent and dedicated to your passions. It is the passions that fluctuate naturally. What to avoid today. Don't be afraid to listen to some airing of dirty laundry as well. Best move today. Don't be afraid to listen to some airing of dirty laundry as well. Mood and mindset. Emotions will run high with today's planetary energies, Virgo. Libra begins by balancing diplomacy with firm decision-making. As emotional energy risks being exceptionally high, Libra, you'll view rope by midday. Love and relationships. Love is a racy and passionate affair with the current celestial aspects. You don't want to wait around for a potential love interest to make a decision. You just want to jump straight in. Career and work. Make sure you fully research an idea before you go ahead with it. Your tendency is to get so excited that you immediately charge ahead without necessarily thinking too much about the consequences. Money and finances. You're enjoying the purely social nature of this period simply because aspects are affecting your group's politics and self-employment. You a new business or product this week like a bolt from the blue. Health and energy. To keep your energy going strong at this time, it is important to keep an eye on your dairy intake. Dairy slows the metabolism. What to avoid today. Try to avoid being drawn into other people's conflicts. Best move today. Try to take a long walk or bike ride in order to calm down. Mood and mindset. Today's emotional energy risks being exceptionally high. Libra. Scorpio begins with depth, strategy, and quiet determination. Good for entertaining. Scorpio. Enjoy the company of family and friends. And don't get distracted by gloomy thoughts about work or money. Love and relationships. While feelings in favor of your current love partner, to just as suddenly feeling a whole lot cooler, it to make any definite plans. Career and work. Instead of going after more, it is better for you to protect and develop what you already have. You need to reach out and conquer, but really, you need to be on the defense. Money and finances. You have a power struggle on your hands. The universe wants you to move ahead at any pace it decides to set while controlling and transforming everything it touches. Health and energy. You could be feeling underappreciated these days. Try to alleviate this feeling by reaching out to others. What to avoid today. Enjoy the company of family and friends, and don't get distracted by gloomy thoughts about work or money. Best move today. Just relax and let others take care of themselves. Mood and mindset. Today is good for entertaining, Scorpio. Sagittarius starts with optimism, curiosity, and smart timing. Synergies are going to be stirring up everyone's emotions, Sagittarius. You in any arguments or conflicts, love and relationships. Today's astral configuration puts a whole new light on your relationship. You has been responsible for the recent spate of upsets and rows. Career and work. Tension that was overwhelming in the workplace yesterday will still be present. The good news is that it will calm down in the afternoon. Money and finances. When it comes to matters of money, you're pretty cautious. Your security is important to you, so protect it at all times. Health and energy. You will benefit from eating fish instead of meat, as often as possible. Fish oil has tremendously beneficial effects on the nails and hair, and doesn't tax the digestive system as red meat does. What to avoid today. You in any arguments or conflicts. Best move today. Try it. Mood and mindset. Today's energies are going to be stirring up everyone's emotions, Sagittarius. Capricorn opens with discipline and a practical long-range view. Yes, you can be proud of yourself, Capricorn. You really know your stuff. Love and relationships. Don't try and hide away from the truth, as it will help you immeasurably to know where you stand. The position of the planets enables you to see that certain aspects of your relationship inhibit you from expressing yourself as freely as you would like. Career and work. Someone is changing his tune today, and neither tune resonates with you in the slightest bit. By the end of the day, you will have reached a dramatic climax with this person, and the sparks will fly. Money and finances. You have a harmonious aspect in your house of debt and other people's money, indicating a time of transformation and change, particularly when it comes to this area of your life. If you face a mountain of debt, it's time to put together a repayment plan. Health and energy. You are the kind of spirited nature John Lennon had in mind when he wrote the song, Imagine. The ideal world that is always just out of our reach, where all things live in harmony, is where you really want to be. Thus, you are no stranger to suffering here on Earth. What to avoid today? Don't try and hide away from the truth, as it will help you immeasurably to know where you stand. Best move today. Try not to grow complacent though. Mood and mindset. Yes, you can be proud of yourself, Capricorn. Aquarius begins with original thinking and grounded execution. Wonderful for surrounding yourself with those you love the most. Aquarius. Host a get-together with family and friends, full of stimulating conversation and delicious food and drink. Love and relationships. Today's planetary alignment events have an effect on your current relationship, and yet, these only serve to show just where the weak points are. Career and work. Your flexible and adaptable nature will be a key asset. Other people are being very stubborn, but you have the power to loosen them up and help them see the humor in the situation. Money and finances. You face a time of consideration. Your relationships are coming into sharp focus, and you're thinking about who is adding something to your existence and who does nothing but take. Health and energy. You can organize your life to fit your needs. The options are there for the taking. If ever the planets were encouraging you realize that you are in the driver's seat, it is now. What to avoid today? Today is wonderful for surrounding yourself with those you love the most, Aquarius. Best move today. Your relationships are coming into sharp focus, and you're thinking about who is adding something to your existence and who does nothing but take. Mood and mindset. Today is wonderful for surrounding yourself with those you love the most, Aquarius. Pisces opens with empathy, imagination, and clear inner guidance. As a person who enjoys being gregarious and outgoing, days like this provide a wonderful outlet for your energy. You might spend a lot of time with your family today, Pisces, but you'll also probably touch base with many others. Love and relationships. As you like your day to run along a fairly predictable and normal schedule, you alarm to find one area becoming somewhat chaotic. Career and work. Your creative juices are flowing, so use them to your advantage. This is a good time to add some color to your workplace. Money and finances. Deep transformation combines with action now. This represents an enormous amount of power. Health and energy. There is a lot of energy whirling around these days, but you have the benefit of grounded energy if you choose to use it. Use it or lose it most definitely applies. You have water and decrease your intake of caffeine and carbonated substances. What to avoid today? As a person who enjoys being gregarious and outgoing, days like this provide a wonderful outlet for your energy. Best move today. Your creative juices are flowing, so use them to your advantage. Mood and mindset. As a person who enjoys being gregarious and outgoing, days like this provide a wonderful outlet for your energy. Thank you for listening to today's horoscope. If you enjoyed today's horoscope, please subscribe and come back tomorrow for your next daily horoscope.